believe that should be everything. Oh, right, one sec. Where's that? Here it is. Let's chat with Majil. The air is thick with fate, Surge. Be wary of what lurks in these shadows. Hearing him say this reminds me of the weight of our situation. Still, aside from a few cuts and bruises, I've managed to keep myself in reasonable shape so far. Yeah, Majil, I know. Really gonna be something when we finally find that flame. Come on, we don't have much time to loaf around. Let's get back to work, I hear kids say. Alright, health is green. The kid is happy. And now we, Fuck, okay, let's go to the left. Okay. Shit, what were we supposed to do again? Alright, we were supposed to go to the old man, huh? Alright. Old man should be in the archway in the mausoleum. Alright. Yeah. Sense of direction. Working. Full time. Having crossed the atrium, eventually we come to a split in the path. We need to either go left or right from here. Alright, let's go to the catacombs. Go to an old looking door with a brass handle. Wait, how many times have I returned here? I don't think I'll ever get more used to this place. Let's go on in. Turn to the old man. Majil walks up to the cell and grasps the iron bars. He positions his feet and starts to pull away the bars with incredible intensity. The bars start to bend like taffy. Well, shit. Majil's been hitting the gym. Majil enters first through the newly created opening. Kid follows, kneeling down before the mumbling old man. Putting her hand on the old man's shoulders, Kid tries to look into his eyes, but he continues to stare at the floor, frustrated. She starts to shout at him, shaking him vigorously. Come on, old fella, get up. Old man's head shakes back and forth like a rag doll's, but his eyes remain averted. Try to stop, Kid. Ask Majil if what she's doing is right. Do not worry, Majil says. This may prove to be helpful. Was it right to force him out of his wall for our own sake? The fate of the Acacia Dragoons has been woven into our own, Majil answers simply. And with that, just as Majil says the word Acacia, more novel. Yes, we are back to more novel. A glimmer streaks into the old man's eyes. He looks up quickly, apparently waiting for something. Of course, you want to see how this ties into Chrono Trigger and everything else, no? Oh man, he's been hearing us talk the whole time. Quick, kid, show him the ring. Kid takes the ring from her pocket and shows it to the man. The ring, he says in a voice so quiet it's barely audible. However, his eyes quickly return to their murky state. Finally, my allies, you have returned. Because of me, the frozen flame was seized. And, oh, absolutely, because I just don't get it. And I've desecrated the name of the Acacia Dragoons. I'm the only one left, but you have returned. Merkid, Therander. Now that we are once again united, let us all head back to Stuck Lake. Jeez, listen, mister. Frozen flame, where is it? I need some more help. Come on. Frozen flame? The old man asks. A warm smile streaks across his face. Ah, my dear Miss Riddle. I have not seen you in quite some time. Surely you cannot have forgotten the secret entranceway. Yeah, you think you could tell me about that again, Gramps? It's the badass old man. Yeah, no, he's broken in this one. he's just gone. Kid, trying to sound as ladylike as possible. In the ballroom. Third candlestick on the left. Kid hugs the old man ecstatic, so he resumes mumbling that distant, shuddering voice. Please forgive me for your father. I beg you, Riddle. The dragoons. Time for you to bust on out of here, old man, Kid says, pointing at the bent iron bars, but he once again refuses to look up. Come on, we've done all we could here. He's got to walk through these bars himself. Thanks, old timer. Heading away from the catacombs, we eventually come to a split. Turning right turns back to the atrium. Alright, let's go back to the freaking piano room. A pungent odor of dead fish. Yeah, torture room for years will do that to you. Plus, you know, guilt. Lots and lots of guilt. Maybe we should visit Riddle one more time. Oh, prep stop. My knife's ready, but all I see is darkness. Then from overhead, I start to hear a clattering noise. It's coming closer and closer. Goblins. Goblin. Get a taste of the situation. I grab my knife and fix my stance. And she seems ready for anything. Don't get ahead of yourself, mate, she says with that ordinary smile. Okay, let's do this. Can I do this without getting hurt? 5 and all. Seem more intelligent than the usual pair. Each one's as tall as Magil, same as before. Morningstar said well with their mace. Alright, let's see how good they are. Tries to swing over his head, taking steps towards me. What do I do now? I ain't deflecting jack shit. No way I'll survive. Hand! I slash at his hand before he has a chance to reward what was. Slash a huge gash. From his bleeding hand, shock of hysteria. Let's go to the Morningstar. I'ma take your mace! But the goblin easily knocks out away with the back of the massive hand, but the diversion bar for Selfside quickly scrambled behind it, snatching its mace. Feeling something's going on, the goblin instantly turns around where it meets a solid blow from my mace. What's left of the goblin falls to the floor, lifeless. Perfect! Looking at the victory round before me, I feel a sigh of relief. I wonder if that's RNG or if that's just how I'm just scripted to always be the perfect way to win. I say something back, but I'm just so tired. What? Bro, keep the mace. It's clearly better than your dagger. Only one way to find it. Yeah, fight more freaking. And kid's affection meter goes up as long as you decide you have balls. If you act like a pussy though, you know, she's like, no. No, punk ass bitches here. Alright, let's see what's going on here. As she should. I guess that's fair. All chickens adding to charm. She sits over a sofa, lost in thought. She seems to be staring at something at the room rest nearby. Coming over towards her. I see it's a faded. Network has melted your brain? Ah, no wonder you weren't feeling it. Photograph. She looks up, kindly beckoning us to come over. Is there something the matter? No. Just thought we'd come to see if there's anything new here. Hey, are you crazy? Throwing the flames out there waiting to be found. Come on, mate. Riddle gives me a assuring glance as I reluctantly follow Kid out. Be careful, Riddle says in a sweet voice. At the door, Kid comes to a stop. While turning around, Kid asks Riddle, hey, darling? Yeah, too much extra shit. Ah, damn. Alright, take your time to process that crap then. Hey, darling, you think you could hand out the hand and tap into that special power of yours you were talking about before? Riddle remains silent. Well, why is that old man locked up down there? Looking downward still, Riddle says nothing. Keep silent if you want, but remember we're not your tools of vengeance. We're act of our own will. Don't underestimate us, Kid says. I know, Riddle answers in a whisper. As we leave, I can't help but feel sorry for Riddle. Looking at her at the doorway, she sits motionless, staring at the floor. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to mess with Link's room. There's nothing to see there. Follow her up the narrow set of stairs, hoping not to lose my balance. As always. Sure you don't want to tangle with the cat? Yeah, well, last time we did that in Chrono Cross, they kinda just stole Surge's body, so... Alright. We're at the cathedral. Let's see where this goes. Third candlestick, I believe. To the left, was it? Countless number of candles spectacularly illuminate this huge room. An old grandfather clock stands to the right, taking away with morbid stillness. Looking upwards in the candlelight, and the third one to the left. Kid says quietly, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Kid slowly pushes against the second candlestick, starts to move slowly. What's going on? I stammer, trying to brace myself. This homeroom is sinking into the ground, Magil says. It's an elevator. The ballroom's sinking, all of it. Suddenly the room starts to fall much faster. Chills run down my spine as I look around, seeing the paintings smacking against the walls and the candles dropping to the floor. As I start used to the sinking sensation, my heart fills with a violent mixture of anxiety, expectation, and hope. What awaits us at the bottom? A frozen flame. Could it really be down here? Is this our adventure's end? What have we actually taken into our hands? Kid, Jill. Wonder what they're feeling right now. As the room continues to sink underground like an elevator to hell, I start to hear a kid speak in a soft, meek voice. Sometimes I do struggle to win, even when I know I've already lost. Just like that lady said. Why do I do that? Looking over at her, I realize this isn't the kid I usually see. There, a faint, shy smile can be seen across her face. Suddenly I feel something powerful go through me. It feels like a wave of fire surging through my heart. Why bring us here, kid? Is it fate? Don't worry, we can't lose, there's no doubt. Whatever, kid says beneath her breath, smiling faintly. Things like those never made much sense to me. There's never a case where there ain't any doubt, not a single one. But, thanks, mate. He looks towards me with a meek smile. Looking at her, I realize there can never be another girl like her in the whole world ever. Now, you know, this chemistry makes more sense than what we got in Chrono Cross. But that also could be me screwing it up. The shy smile she sported a moment ago has reverted to a sort of mysterious gaze. As I stare at her, she asks me, "Hey, what's up with you all of a sudden?" Nothing. 150% more sense. Exactly, they both have personalities. I mean, I got maybe Kid was a little more receptive in Chrono Cross, but Surge was a goddamn blank. Nothing, you just look like a different person there for a second. Really, she said in astonishment, tilting her head. Sergeant Cross was just it. Yeah, he was breathing. It was probably because of the frozen flame. We're getting close, Medjo says. His low, rumbling voice causes the shadows of the room to tremble. What you mean? Kid says, with a wrinkled brow. Look inside yourself and you will find an answer, kid. The struggle for your catharsis is upon you. What in the world are you talking about? Suddenly, a metallic grinding sound can be heard from all around us. I'm going to stop, swing a bit. Guess this is our stop, Kid says with a hollow laugh. I stand motionless, staring at Kid and Majil in the dim, flickering luminescence. Suddenly, the organ comes to life. Oh, I like this. Looking back at us towards the monstrous thing, no one's even near it. Nevertheless, it continues to play its strange, twisted tunes, the keys and pedals moving wildly on their own. Sounds like a funeral march. Just kidding. Bad joke, kid. Alright, let's do this, Kid says, taking a deep breath. She heads for the door. I glance at Majil, nodding my head as we follow her out. It's a funeral march, alright? Lynx's, that is. We start down the long, dark path in front of us. Sheesh. The air in here carries a thick stench of death. Somewhere, further down this passageway, Lynx's subterranean highway awaits, and that's the only moment where we get that song. Like, what the hell? Kid's got a strange look on her face. I can't imagine what must be going through her head right now. But Jill, on the other hand, I can never read him. But still, we talk a little, lighten things up, but now, no one's making a sound. Try to offer some conversation, hoping to avoid the increasing tension. So what really is this frozen flame thing? Why are we after the frozen flame? What is it? No response. Yes, I still think no one's gonna answer. Majil starts to speak, his low voice echoing throughout the stone corridor. It was said to be a gem which soothed all scars, granting eternal life to its owner. Or so people believed. The frozen flame is more than just an object. It's not of this world. It descended from the heavens long ago, part of a huge meteorite. Once there lived a people who sought to harness its power, hoping to tap into their yet unknown potential, and so it became a treasure of great importance and dreams. However, whether a gift which bestows power is actually a blessing or a curse is another question altogether. Since the birth of humanity, at least one entire race has fallen because of it. These people built a great driving metropolis with its power, but now all knowledge of this era has been completely lost within the sands of time. A faint feeling of distress comes across Majil's voice throughout his speech. But then, how do you know all this? I ask. Again, no answer. Keeping silent, I keep walking. Our footsteps once again become the only sound filling this dark path. Well, whether any of that's true or not, it will lead us all to the same place. Say your prayers, Lynx. We're coming for you. That's all I know, and that's plenty. Golden Flame. What in the world could Lynx see in that mysterious rock? Flooded with thoughts, I pause for a moment and take a deep breath and calm myself. Continuing a moment later, I feel as though I'm a bit more at peace. Suddenly, Majil comes to a stop. Do not move. Huh? Kid and I look around suspiciously. Around us, bones are scattered in all directions. Many of them have been cut cleanly in half. Looking around more, amidst the dim light, I start to see the walls have been splattered with blood. Then suddenly, a trace of light catches my eye from behind. There's a bolt of electricity towards approaching us, sparkling like a lit fuse on the ground. Coming about a few feet of us, the spark splits off into two, forming a circle around us. Once the circle is complete, an odd glow starts to shine at our feet. Then, from where the sparks had traced, the light shoots upwards, forming a wall of light around us. Oh, no, not this. It's a devil's circle. We try to move, but find ourselves caught within the rays of light. Oh, this might have a... Oh, yeah, this is a... Yep, visual warning right now. I'm just gonna spare everybody's eyes real quick. Because, no. With the scalding, noisy wind whirling around us, all I see is shimmering light from every direction I look. What do I do? Can't see anything in all this light. Majil grabs me by my shoulder and returns me to the center of the circle. Acting actually as fuck. He kinda does. Hold up. Maybe I could get away with a little bit, but I'm really trying not to get everybody like freaking flash knives. Hold up. What do I do? I can't see anything in this light. Thankfully, he seems to be able to see just fine, his mask shielding his eyes from the radiance. There's always a way out of a devil's circle. You must find a gap to walk through, if you say so. Suddenly, Kid's elbow grazes one of the walls. Sparks scatter in all directions. She instantly stabs her arm back, wincing in pain. Unable to see any gaps whatsoever, I hesitantly try to make my way towards the binding wall of life. Oh yeah, this is stupid. This is utterly stupid. I'm just gonna... Let's take 2 steps to the left. Nope. 2 steps to the right. Nope. 3 steps to the right. There. Come on. Yeah, no, I have no idea how anybody's supposed to figure this out. From where I stand, a small gap in the wall can be seen. Holding my breath, I leap within with my arm shielding my face. Alright, we made it through. However, I open my eyes only to see more of these glimmering walls swirling before us. Unable to see gaps whatsoever, I only tried to make my way towards the blinding wall of light. Mother... Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to do this without a guide. 3 steps to the right then? Nope. You take damage. This game was made to be played numerous times for its endings. Oh yeah, it has 7 different endings. But this section just sucks. I'm sorry, but they have no clues and no indications of what we're supposed to do here. Maybe just the first option? Yeah. Oh. Hey, Memphis. Welcome. From where we stand, a small gap in the wall can be seen. All of a sudden. Holding my breath, I leap with my arm shielding my face. Alright, we made it through. However, I open my eyes only to see even more of these glimmering walls. Whatever. This section, man. This section. I'm unable to see any gaps whatsoever. Evidently, start to make my way towards the binding wall of light. Alright, it only seems to be the first option we choose, so hopefully. And then the game's gonna... Alright, let's... Nope. This link? No, this is Radical Dreamers. So, if you're aware of the Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross games, this is the middle game between those games. so this is the quote-unquote sequel to Chrono Trigger, or side story? So if you're aware of those games, alright, no. It's mostly a visual novel though, so... or a choose-your-own-adventure book, more like? Or more with kind of small gaps. Again, okay, the sequence just sucks. This is another time-traveling dimension hopping. Come on, at least say this is... I don't know. This is... the story of Magician 17 from Dragon Ball. Because, you know, Akira Toriyama drew Chrono Trigger. Scurry away from that blood-curling thing as fast as I can. Looking back, I see it vanish in a puff of smoke. Just as quickly as it arrived, the wind instantly dies down as well, and all the dust and grime that was blowing around falls into the floor in a flash. Everything has returned to a quiet stillness. Too quiet. Yep, pretty much adventure booking. And so, heading down the hallway further and further, eventually. Alright, we're just about in the end of it too. I have part 1 up on the channel and on my YouTube channel as well. So that's where you'll go for context. At last, Kid steps towards the mighty set of doors, letting out a huge sigh of relief. Beyond his door, the frozen flame. Behind his mask, Majilla's eyes let out a cool radiance. We're almost at the end. This game fun. It's a good read. It's got some like... If you're cool with reading, it's a very fun adventure story, and the multiple endings are a riot. I'm gonna do like, I'm trying to think. Do you want me to go for the serious one, or do you want me to go for the most insane one? Because it has multiple endings. I will do a happy ending and a crazy ending. Fortnite? Unfortunately, I'm not much of a play. This is more of a watch than a play for me. Yeah, this is more of a... I pretty much covered most of the content, honestly. As for Fortnite, I'm not really too... Kind of like Dragon Guard, yeah. Okay, let's go. Kid says eagerly grasping the handle. A serious one? Alright, there's a handful, but I'll pick one that's pretty fun. Whoa. Watch Dragon Guard, don't play it. This is the most serious it's gonna get, but Kid straight up looks like Winleaf here, and that just offends me. This cabin sprawls out to great lengths before our eyes. A forgotten world hidden deep below ground. And with a scarlet radiance, a single small gem shimmers in the darkness. The frozen flame. Finally, we're here. The jewel glimmers warmly as if it's responding to Kid's voice. It's like Mario. I can kind of see it. The graphics are very Mario-esque. If you're going like Nintendo age, taking a few steps into the moist cavern, Majilla's answers. Remarkable. Intact ruins of the lost magical kingdom. As I start to ask Majilla what he means, a taunting laugh can be heard from high above us. Lynx. Yeah? Kid immediately pulls her knife out and hurls it through the air with all her might. As I approach his length, he easily swats it out of the way, almost too quickly for me to see. I'm ambivalent towards Mario. Yeah, I was a PlayStation nerd, so it's like, when it comes to Nintendo, I was like, eh? Always the same, such a savage little girl. Can you give the gentleman an honest greeting? You bastard, Kid interrupts. And what have we here? The notorious Shadow Walker. I wouldn't be trying anything like last time if I were you. Besides me, I see Majilla come to a stop. Look at that moustache! Lord Lynx. Viper Manor's deadly owner. The very man who murdered Kid's sister, deceived her father, and eradicated the Acacia Dragoons. Nintendo game show. Let's choose Mario or Sonic. You got a moustache. Welcome back, Kid. I see you successfully taken the bait. Gluttonous as ever. I usually lean more towards Sonic. I did have a little bit of experience of the Genesis growing up. What? Kid says hesitantly, taking a step back. Link stares down at her with those frightening, piercing eyes of his. Oh, they're definitely piercing. You see, Kid, I brought you here because of the rock you carry. Which rock? Surely you remember, the one you received from your sister all those years ago. The priceless keepsake you carry with you dearly, even now. The Chrono Trigger. I don't know what you do around Noah. How'd you know about that? The Chrono Trigger. How'd you know about that? And Kid's gaze returned to a scowl. No matter, we're here for the frozen flame. You're finished, you bastard. Ah yes, toss your little threats around, but remember, no matter how many times you think you won, I have generously demonstrated how gravely you are mistaken. With that, Lynx unsheathes a beautiful golden saber. I'm gonna bet after that Chrono Trigger. Ah, well, okay. But you're gonna miss the hilarious ending. It's too much. I wanted to see your reaction. I mean, I guess you can always watch the vlog, so if you gotta rest, but... Man, you are not ready. I don't care how ready you think you are not ready for that silly ending. Previously, I've overlooked doing away with you, letting you scurry on with your pathetic little life. However, this time, I may not be so generous. Kid takes another step back, glaring at Lynx as he approaches. Lynx, you murderer, I'll never forgive you for Luca. This ends here and now. And now, there's the reveal. Ooh, this music though. And so, Kid leaps into the air in a fit of rage, aiming a kick between Lynx's eyes. But, oh yeah, no matter what, it's established that Lynx will kill Luca in both Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross and Radical Dreamers. However, just as she reaches him, he swiftly dodges. Kid stands there, wondering how she could have missed. Besides her, Link laughs, taunting her. Jumping up once again, Kid lets out a fierce kick. They're sisters? Skimming the tip of his nose, her kick cuts through nothing but air. In a parry attack, Link sends his razor-sharp golden saber through the air. This song is freaking nice. Why didn't they have this on Chrono Cross again? But Kid's already left back. The two face each other, only a few feet apart. If only you've been a little faster, Kid. Link says, smiling, wondering. I don't even fucking know. All of a sudden, a line of red streaks across Kid's face. Kid! Wiping off the blood, Kid angrily rushes Lynx in a flash through the air. Effortlessly dodging, Lynx drives the sword into her back as soon as she lands. Kid kneels back in alarming pain. Somehow staying on her feet, she stumbles back and readies herself to charge again. Magil? Surge? Gonna do anything here, stupid little brat. Link lands an elbow onto Kid's shoulder, knocking her clear on down onto the ground. Feel like pain from the pin in my stomach as I start to see blood trickling from her lips. Oi! What's wrong, little girl? Once again, Kid tries to lash out at Lynx, but he easily kicks her, sending her back onto a pile of rubble. Lynx then looks upward, focusing his concentration on the ceiling. As I look up, I see a number of rocks have dislodged from the cavern, tumbling down onto her. Kid! Call out as I start to rush over to her. However, just as I start to, I see Magil's already there. He streaked across the shadows, putting himself between Lynx and Kid. Saying nothing, Lynx shoots a thread of bright light from his fingertips. The dread light substance entangles Magil, binding his feet together. He hits the floor with a thud. Damn, that's embarrassing. Come on, Magus. In a dazzling radiance, a countless number of threads fly from Lynx's fingertips. They immobilize Magil completely, leaving only his head visible. How does it feel, Shadow Walker? Have you felt my web start to drain your life energy yet? Link says, smiling ominously. Kid, Magil, what am I going to do? Stand up to Lynx. Try to free Magil. Help Kid. Help Kid. Kid. She looks over towards me. With blood trickling from her mouth, she only moves a little. Kid, are you alright? She lies there motionless, wincing painfully. Surge. It's okay, Kid. I'm here for you. How kind. However, I think you should be more concerned with your own well-being, young man. I see chill runs down my spine as I hear the evil voice behind me. I stand up and turn around. Ah, shit. So you, whoever you are, posing me is quite useless, as you obviously have seen. In a flash, Lynx grabs me by the neck. He strangles me with long, disgusting fingers. Oh damn, he OP! Then he starts to lift me up by my neck. Struggling for air, I painfully hang there, unable to free myself from his powerful grip. Look, Kid, Look at your pathetic little companion suffering. You can make all this stop if you want. The blood dripping from her lips. Kid opens one of her eyes, painfully gasping and coughing. She lifts her head up to us. She still wants to get up, but she's hurt far too badly. Did he just cut her once? Surge, hand over the chrono trigger, kid. Little do you know, but that rock is actually a tiny condensed universe. When combined with the frozen flame, it gains the power to bend space-time, allowing its owner to reshape history. This couldn't have never happened if you merely wish it. Saying this, kid looks towards me expressionless. What about you, young man? Perhaps you know where the chrono trigger is? He asked, tightening his grip. Surge, what are you going to do, kid? Can you afford to let this little boy die without helping? How would it feel to have his blood on your hands? As Link's grasp tighter and tighter, I find myself starting to lose it. Link's flaky face becomes a blur. Suddenly, Kid's voice Maximus laughs me back to attention. I'm sorry, Surge. What should I do? Don't give in to him. Do what he wants, kid. Don't give in. Don't do it. My consciousness fading. I don't think it matters, but shit. Stop. The stone. Here. Link looks over to Kid. His eyes light up, his hands loosen around my neck. I believe this is where the affection meter actually affects how this ending changes. I think in one ending, if your affection is way too low, you screwed around with Kid a little too much. She just lets you die. She's like, abandoning me, brush Link over to her side. Here it is, Link. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's the affection meter only has effect on maybe 2 endings. So this ending and another ending where the affection meter really matters. Here it is, Link. Kid reaches into her pocket. Link draws closer. Despite being drained of nearly all strength, Kid manages to whip her knife now, fiercely slashing at Nick. Screaming viciously, Link falls back, cradling his mangled face. Blood starts to trickle down from between his fingers. You. Link staggers to his feet, keeping his right hand on the wound. I will have such fun killing you all. With as much power she can muster, Kid kicks at Link, sweeping him off his feet. Ha! Spitting blood, Kid coughs a little, but still, a smile manages to come through her agony. Kid. Run over towards her, still feeling the burning grip on my neck. Link turns to Kid, staring at her with his cold, evil gaze. Child, you shall beg for death soon enough. Every flavor of pain shall be yours. Prepare to join Luca. Hearing this, Kid's eyes slowly open, and catching the sight of Link's. A red-hot gaze burns in her eyes. Slowly, she rises to her feet. A shimmering light suddenly spurts out of frozen flame. At the same time, a golden light bursts from out of Kid's chest. Whirling around her, the light rises up, spreading outward in a glistening spiral. What's this? Link's gasp. Kid's voice calls out from deep within the shower of light. You will not win, Link. She trembled, her eyes flowing with red tears. But then a single voice can be heard. Its deep, profound voice. The voice of undeniable honesty and truth. Huh? Long ago, in the far-off kingdom, lived a girl. Because of her power, the kingdom had come to an end, crumbling under its own weight. Many became engulfed in the temporal vortex that was created, never to be heard from again. But not the girl. She lived on, enduring a much sadder fate. Running from her past and fearing her future, she wanted nothing more than to be swallowed up in the surging waves of the vortex of time. Hating what she'd done, refusing what she'd said or heard, to simply continue living was her curse. But the stone, it had other plans for her. Turning back the hands of her clock, gathering her memories, she was granted another chance. In this one, Scarlet was just turned to a baby. She didn't become some kind of mother to some weird clone. Since the precious stone was in her possession, she carried all its will and its power. And so, she was born into this era. returning to reality as a mere infant. What the Oh yeah. I think the PS1 also had an ending cinematic where Luca discovers a baby. The baby turned out to be Kid. And with that, the fragments of the scattered Chrono Trigger fall to the ground softly. But Karen before it slowly starts to come apart, bending inward and outward like a tear in reality until we are completely removed from its existence. So no matter what, listen to the story at its core is Luca adopts a baby who turns out to be a time-traveled scholar. Now, in some variants, please, it's dark energy. Make it stop. No matter what, the frozen flame will always be a piece of Lavos. The only difference is in Chrono Cross, Scala is both the princess you have to save, yet also Kid at the same time. In this one, they simplify by simply making Scala Kid. This sequence, losing all sense of reality and presence, I become engulfed in this realm, drifting aimlessly through the ages. The world flows, time dissolves, people live and die. That flying T-Rex, Lou. It's a fucking flying T-Rex! The world, all I see within this mysterious ocean. The origin of time, every life's tranquilities is here. I see myself as a baby crying at my mother's side, where she gives a warm, proud grin. I can see myself as an old man, softly smiling, knowing that death will come soon. Dino Crisis 3 kind of is. If only the real one did. Infinite versions of myself extend like ghosts through this endless corridor of time. Everywhere I look, I see another life, another era. In this unfolded existence, I see countless lives and countless dreams. I see you should share you. Resting in eternity. A kind voice calls out to me. A single song. The titular Radical Dreamers. Kid. Kid. Can you hear my voice? Kid? This is shut, but damn. Oh, believe you me, Kid me was so lost because like he couldn't figure out directions. Answer me, Kid, please. Who? Who's calling my name? Surge? Where is this? Kid? You're here. That song, that beautiful song, it was Luca's favorite. It smiles softly, closing her eyes. Can see she can't help but shed a few tears for this long-lost reminiscence. The song is actually something I composed in my earlier years, back when I was a magician. The kid seems very fond of it. You called out to me, Serge. You called my name. Thank you. You won't leave me, will you? Wait, how could this be Luca's favorite? This game actually got good reviews, goddamn. It's not a bad game. I'm here for you, kid. It makes so much sense now. I know who I am, Serge. I know what I'm here for. Let's go pack, okay? I'm ready. Especially if you get the different endings. Oh my gosh, it becomes a complete experience then. Lynx has pinned Kid to the ground. Dang, still not over, huh? And now you see your death. What do I do? Square off with Lynx. Protect Kid. Protect Kid no matter what. Well, get through me if he wants to get the Kid. Oh. Well, I get to put both of you out of your misery at once. Kid raises a saber overhead, ready to plunge it into us. Wouldn't do that if I was you. Quickly turning my head, I look in the direction of the voice. You! There, under a large hood, stands the old woman from before. So, Vera. Looks like poor A can't keep their hands out of this after all, says Link flatly. Good to see you again, Master Lynx. Seems you've seen better days. The old lady, she's Empore. The frozen flame, we'll take custody of it now. If none of you can decide who the rightful owner should be. Oh, let a lady gives a solid signal, and dozens of armed troops crush out from behind her, securing the cavern. What a twist! I will not forget this Vera, Link shouts, floating up into the air. Brimming with hatred, Lynx glances towards us. And you will see death by my hand. Saying this, Lynx vanishes into thin air. The soldiers untie Majil and start heading towards us. The old lady gazed us from under her hood. I believe you all ought to come with us. Looking up, I noticed the armed soldiers had swarmed around us with their weapons ready. Seeing this, Mitchell instantly waved his hand into the air, calling out some kind of incantation. Darkness, envelop under my command. Suddenly, all light in the cavern is put out. It's now or never. Quickly, Surge. Grab onto Majil, who's holding Kid. Together, we flee the cavern, vanishing into the darkness. Well, what? Oh, yes. It was a ploy all along. So we could have had a badass old lady instead of Norris? That's a little bit of a jip. Led by Majil, we make our way out of our dimension. Back in the forest, we see the search party's torches here and there hunting for us. Their militant barking can be heard as they continue to get closer and closer to us. We stop behind a tree for a moment or two, catching our breath. I look down to Kid, who's taking quite a beating. Are you okay? Yeah, mate. Fine. Completely surrounded, says Majil. We must be on our way. Looking around, I suddenly see torches all around us, starting to close in. Kid suddenly lifts her head up. Go, Surge. Save yourself. The troop is only after Majil and me. If they find you alone, they'll let you go. What are you talking about? I can't leave you now. Not like this. Told you I'd be fine, mate. But... Don't worry. I remember now, Surge. Who I used to be, long ago, she says, staring up into the night sky. Seeing the reflection of 100,000 stars in her eyes, I can't help but be taken back by that lonely, one-in-a-million expression of hers. Kid. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'll see you again, she says with a smile. Someday, I know I'll see you again. Without a doubt. She softly closed her eyes. Lucas' chrono trigger was lost. We couldn't even get our hand on the frozen flame. But it's okay. It's okay, because tonight, in my heart, a shiny new treasure was born, Surge. The single most valuable and stealable treasure in the whole wide world. Saying this, Kid stares at me firmly with those eyes of hers. Those bold, straight, honest eyes. Knowing who I am, it's bigger than all this. Bigger than Lynx. Bigger than the frozen flame. And nothing can take that away. Not as long as I'm alive. At this moment, listening to her under the starry night sky, I find myself wanting nothing more than to be here with her right now. Staring in her eyes, I only wish time could stop right in this instant. Goodbye, Surge. Thank you. With that, Kid turns her back to me and disappears in the darkness. Kid, don't follow me. Please, don't follow me. Unable to control my feelings, I start to rush after her. However, a shadow abruptly blocks my path. It's Majil. Slowly shakes his head, a sorrowful look in his eyes. With that, his shadowy figure draws back, dissolving into the darkness. Majil? Kid. 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 And that's how it ends. That was ending 1. No growing old for you, Surge. Oh no, he became a grandfather. This is his grandson reading his old diary. And so, I told you, idiot. Curtain closes on our tale. However, another time, after the spotlight had faded from Kid, Majil and Riddle. In another place and another time. A similar band of adventurers had come forth, equally unsuspecting of their other selves, and life went on as they strolled out into the great unknown. And Blue is screaming crazy. But that's a story for another time. Oh no, you are not ready for crazy. I shall put down my pen. The other endings are crazy. This is a very... I don't know, I feel like this game made more sense than Chrono Cross did, and that's sad. As I softly close my grandfather's diary, I hear my mother's voice call to me downstairs. Didn't you hear me? Your friend is here. I turn around, already knowing who it is. My door opens quite energetically, where I see a strangely nostalgic young girl barge in. Still don't understand Cross. Third, we found some old ruins of the old mansion up in the northern Kitsune Villa Forest today. Come on, let's go exploring. Of course, that's super confusing. It's like, wait, you just read your grandfather's diary, but you also... I'm assuming... Oh no, I'm assuming this is, either A, siblings, or... And it's just the grandson is also named Surge. The grandson is also named Surge, is what I got out of that. What in the world? Why does Serge look like that? He looks like he's missing arms. And he's really short. My head hurts. Take a second. So essentially, after reading his grandfather's diary, he gets fetched by also kid. I don't know if it's a weird time stream thing or if this is just a future descendant. This was rather confusing, but who knows. And then Cross happens. Cross is a different timeline. So Cross occurs, but it may have happened at the same time, may have happened at a different time. But pretty much Radical Dreamers is the, how do I put it? In terms of the timeline, it doesn't exist in Cross's timeline. It's a pretty much Cross was envisioned to be a remake of sorts of Radical Dreamers. Only, you know, they kind of shoved the rest of the cast to kill them off, which really soured a lot of people's thoughts. Like, and this game handles a lot better in that, like, Luca still dies, but they don't go out of their way to slaughter the rest of the cast. Like, literally, they brought back Robo with his original name of Prometheus just to murder him. Like, the fuck? This is more mild. I feel like in terms of confusion, if you just think of it as the quote-unquote sequel to... Well, not even a sequel, I guess. Well, I guess it is a sequel of sorts. It's weird. It's a... If anything, it just seems like some kind of fanfic. And like a fanfic spin-off of Chrono Trigger, honestly. But I think he should have just made it his own thing. Yeah, the story works well enough why they did. Like, they could have called the MacGuffin literally anything. I mean, it is cool that Magil is pretty much Magus, and Magus does get reunited with his sister here. It's like Persona Q level fanfic, but not as good. I don't know. Persona Q is also its own range of for me. I do like Magil being Magus, but at the same time, it's like, you know, otherwise, he could have been some. And that this is technically the happiest ending for the guy because he finally found his sister, and his sister has his memories back. This is his happy ending, which Chrono Cross will not give to him. Alright. Not sure if the person who was here earlier is still here. They requested the serious ending, but I feel like... Hold up. Crap. Did I... Oh no, I screwed up. Okay, let's see. Can I change the settings from here? Oh no, I missed it. Oh well, guess we're going to normal speed now. Our information helps. Did it help? We're gonna break in. Let's see, I'm starting. Alright, this is different. While walking behind Kid, I can't help but notice her ponytail endlessly swishing back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. I swear to crime, you're gonna conk out in the middle of a freaking break-in? Hello? Hold on. I know I promised a crazy ending later, but I'm gonna just break that and just go crazy ending now. Just so, like, this is as crazy as it's gonna get, and I just need to see the reaction to it. Hold on, let me try to see if I can pull up the guide to figure out how I get this ending. Get out of the way. Oh yeah, you are not ready. You are not ready. Hold up, let me pull it out. Oh god, where is the goddamn... Really should have just pulled out. Oh, here we are. Nope, this website has freaking... Here we go. Alright, let's go for the freaking craziest ending. Fall asleep. Alright. Sleep. Surge! Surge! Huh? Snap out of it, lazy bones. Looking up, the tall, shadowy mansion of Lord Length we do looms before me. I can't believe we're there already. Must have really been out of it. How are you daydreaming about, mate? Let's go, Kid says, disappearing into the mansion. Hey, wait up, kid, I shout, frantically chasing after her. However, she's already deep inside. Darkness engulfs me. Passages extend to the left and right. Alright, so we head to the study first, huh? Which way do we go now, wiping the sweat from my brow? Huh? What was that? Could have sworn I saw a faint light illuminate the hallway just then. Probably just the moonlight shining in through a skylight, I tell myself. However, looking up at the ceiling, no such skylight can be found. Hey, Surge, what are you staring at? We got a job to do here. I look at the hallway to see Kid, barely visible along the dark corridor. Better not cross her. Go catch up with her right now, way. Take another second to see about that light. Alright, let's catch up to her. After a while, the path splits in 3 directions. Left is descend the staircase, while the path from the right descends into the darkness. I wish I could turn back to left fast, because this is painful. Alright, let's see. Proceed on ahead. After a while, we double doors. Oh no, this is the cathedral. Or the piano room. Okay, let's see. Let's take the left passageway then. Let's go. That's the study. Ah, this music's familiar. Anyways, faint violet moonlight shining in the tall window. In the back of the room stands a large, ornately decorated desk. Row on row of bookshelves housed down in the thick, dusty books. Painting is hung on the rear mirror, sharing space with various exotic curios. Alright, take a breath, because you are not ready for what this is. Walk over and examine the painting, illuminated by the pale moonlight. Oil painting of a very strange landscape. I've never seen anything quite like it before. The depiction of an endless, scorched desert filled with red sand stretching out to the horizon. There, unbelievably tall mountains saw up for miles and miles, meeting a blazing orange sky. Seems surreal, almost out of this world. But even more than that, it seems like a very sad, lonely painting, as if it depicting a fleeting memory of a desolate soul. What kind of person could have painted this? Furthermore, why is it here in the study? None of the other stuff around here matches it. Noticing me, Majil comes to my side. Sorry. I guess I got distracted. Noticing his sharp gaze, I get the feeling he's going to berate me for my stupidity, getting caught up with a silly painting like this while we're in enemy territory. Why is this attacking me and my personality? However, I'm mistaken. Even after I start to walk away, Majil doesn't seem to budge, still staring at the painting. I look back and realize what's going on. Usually I'm at a loss to what he's thinking up until now. That was the way it was. But at this very moment, I completely understand him. Majil is burning. A slight glow starts to radiate all around him. It seems his fury has somehow tapped into the force of Maxwell's demon. And to violate the second law of thermodynamics. Actually, no. It's as though helium and hydrogen and free atoms drifting around the area, someone calling a thermonuclear fusion reaction. The neutrinos of the reaction like this can be visible even in a cup of water. What the fuck? You're not ready. Fascinating. You are not ready now. You are not ready. This thing is combusted. The look on his face is the same cold expression he always wears. However, his internal temperature has clearly risen by more than a few degrees. Surge. If anything should ever happen to me, please take care of Kid. But before I can even get a chance to ask him what he means, his face turns red, his blood hot as lava, as though he's being stripped down to some primal awareness, ready to attack what comes his way. Finally, after all these years, I have you, he repeats over and over again, continuing to stare at the strange painting. His sharp, radiant gaze seems to pierce through the painting and beyond the mansion wall, as if he's seeing straight into the Dario Demiurge, Father Time himself. What the hell, Farage? Where behind that mysterious personality mask of his lies a consciousness on the brink of critical mask, somehow innately prepared for this very day, for this very moment. Hey, kid. Hey, kid says as the flames start to take a blue hue like that of a Cherenkov reaction. You keep burning like that, you're gonna get it spotted. Man, it's just lit on fire right now. Suddenly you're noticing Majil's intensity. A giant sweat drop appears on her cheek, as the vein in her temple starts to draw out prominently. Woman. Will they ever truly understand the true nature of males? Kid! He's having a moment! Hey, kid, Majil's on the verge of something big here. If you're any kind of wife, you at least console him with one of your bittersweet smiles. Wow. You deserve that. Snap out of it, mate. Kid has gone to the trouble of removing one of her high-laced boots and hitting me over the head with it. I wake from my daze, rubbing my head. What is going on? Oh, you are not ready. Huh, what the heck? I was only joking around, kid. What's going on with Majil? Kid asks. I don't really know, but something's been awakened inside him. Something fierce. I think he sees something in the painting. Maybe Lynx himself, I say, pointing at the bizarre painting as the 550 cc of blood per second routinely flows through my temples. Huh? That thing? Just a stupid picture of a desert, she yells beyond bewildered. At any rate, Majil remains transfixed on the glossy oil canvas, glowing with that pale blue radiance all around him. Suddenly, something even stranger happens. His right fist explodes in a ball of blue fire. After the flames abate, a strange symbol has emerged from the back of his hand. Two diagonally crossed broadswords with a shape of an S in the middle, interlocking the blades. Kid, Surge. We will no longer have to worry about keys, he says, as the pale blue glow continues to radiate from his body. Ah, Majil. Always good for some quality gobbledygook. Majil turns and walks towards the entrance way. There, he holds out his hand, and after a few moments, the door starts to burn. I rush over, eager to see what's going on. What I see next amazes me. Nothing but a hole remains in the space where the door handle once was. He don't need no keys no more. He melts doors. Easily pushing the rest of the door open, we found Majil out of the room. He has reached a new level. I told you. I was gonna save this for after, but I figured, no. I need to break some people right now. I hate the Chrono trilogy. Shh, this is gonna be amazing. Trust me. After you're done, you're gonna be like, whoo boy. After continuing on the passageway for a while, the terrace comes into view on the right. Take a deep breath. I continue on. I go way down the dimly lit passageway. After a few months, we come to an old dusty door. Nope, we don't even need to worry about that anymore. Finally presses their ear against the door. Quiet as a church mouse. No one's there, mate. We don't even need to worry about the vault door anymore. So a superpowered Gil? Yes. Better be treasure here. Smile goes sticking the air, mate. Let's go on inside. He melts the doors now. Majil steps towards the door with his burning hand extended. As his glowing blue palm touches the door lock simply disappears. Whoa, Majil, why did you ever use that hand of yours before? Kid purses his lips, slipping silently into the treasure vault. The hole left behind by Majil's new magic is perfectly round, with smooth edges, almost have been cut with an incredibly sharp blade. Also, doesn't seem to be even a scrap of wood left on the floor. I don't know where the scraps go, he says from beside me, as I enter through the doorway. Huh? There, first few steps inside, Kid whistles loud in admiration. Cripes! Look at all this loot! Thinking back as well, despite the fact that this room smells like an insecticide that's been kept alone in a jar for years and years. Ew! Faintly visible in the dim light, a mountain of gold and silver treasure. Countless works of fine art and other shimmering artifacts fill the spacious room. Yeah, flashing lights warning. Sorry about that. Wasn't ready for that one. Majil walks around, amazed at all the items scattered about the room. Oddly enough, he starts to go crazy over some of the more eclectic, less valuable-looking items. Ah! A statue of the hero Kaful from the planet Turist. A stuffed Damophomophos from Saturn. A Triffid worm from Grelins. Kuradatu royal jelly on a life maker inscribed plate. Apostles crystal. And what's that over there? Could it be a genuine Swiss army knife embedded with Zora's blue stone? I had no idea he knew all about this kind of stuff. No idea there was anybody out there who knew about junk like this so much. A genuine Swiss Army knife? Looky what we have here, Kid says, walking towards an old movie camera. Feeling the big camera friendly, she stretches out in front and across the treasure, posing with a somewhat awkward smile for the camera. The teleprompter is not in order, mutters Majil, abandoning the clunky machine he'd been checking out. What? Oh, yeah, give it a second. I told you this is a crazy ending. Suddenly, there's a noise over in the far corner. Look over, seeing one of the items suddenly being knocked over. None of us are anywhere near it, though. And sheathed my knife as Kid and I exchange glances. She goes to check it out, taking careful, quiet steps. Ah, hell, it's just the assistant director, she says. Ah, yeah, bumbling crew, always getting in the way. The assistant director tries to explain, but is cut off by Kid. You're gonna make me screw up my lines, Kid continues. And besides, can't you see we're right in the middle of a great find here? Get me an Evian for crying out loud. But then something catches my eye over in the back of the room. Behind a clear Bible and donuts that the assistant director had knocked over, a shimmering red light streaks out, barely visible behind all the items. A frozen flame, intricate pedestal sits a magnificent scarlet crystal. It's so perfectly radiant, it seems unreal, like a product of Polygon technology. Trying to make radical dreams into a children at me. Slowly radiates on the pedestal, beckoning us. Halt, may be dangerous. Majil extends his faintly glowing hand out towards Kid, yanking her hand right as she's about to grab the fabled item. Easy, Majil. Remember what the hand of yours can do. But then the scarlet drill suddenly vanishes into thin air. We stare at each other, confused. Majil approaches the pedestal a few moments later, using his hand to burn a hole into the top of the platform. Peer down inside it. There, amongst our array of mechanical equipment, we see a circuit controlling the revolving pedestal, and another controlling a red light of some sort flickering on and off. Ah, a hologram. A fake, just as I expected, Majil says, looking around by the back of the pedestal. Here's the cord, he says, following along its path. It should lead us to... Aha, he says, stopping at the wall where the cord goes into. There we find nothing but the stagehand, fumbling around with the power outlets. The short Oriental man looks up at us with a worried look in his face. Bruh, sounds like you're getting fired, sir. You worthless piece of garbage, Kid says, shaking the stagehand by the neck. What'd you do with the real frozen flame? Come on, Kid, I say. You wouldn't know anything about anything that important. It was probably just trying to fix the lighting in here and tripped up over the frozen flame's cord. Why? Don't ask. Kid reluctantly releases the grip from the stagehand's neck, who gives a nervous, apologetic smile to us all before scampering away. If anything, you would think they'd be ending like this in Nier. Like, give me an avian already, she yells as he scurries out of sight. The real flame's gotta be around here somewhere. I have a feeling the real flame wouldn't be stored in such an easily obtainable place, Kid. You should search out elsewhere. Aye, we say goodbye to the treasure vault for now, resuming our search. From the treasure vault, paths extend to the left and right. Alright then, where do we go from here actually? Alright, let's go up the stairs then. Yes, let's go to the room of death. Faint voice coming from outside the door. I fear the worst. Maybe you should check somewhere else, I say. What's the matter? You checking? She said while glancing at me. I can tell her sound of her voice that she's not feeling better at it as well. Something's wrong about this place, and we all know it. Let's see if Majil's magic hand gets this done. It's a small room. When you find a stone tower, it's empty and I can't find a single window. What the hell kind of room is this? If she's trying to hide it, I feel a shiver running down Kid's spine. Maybe something of use here. Let us search more closely, Majil says. Think we'll find something? Kid proceeds to the middle of the room where I examine the walls and the floor. The stone floor is filled with countless scratches covered by splotches of a dark, dry ink. Hey, Majil, would you come over here, please? Something is carved in the wall here. I think it's an inscription of some sort. Majil kneels down in front of the wall and examines the writing. Looking closer at it, it appears to be written in blood. Indeed, this text has been worn down with age. Most of it is unreadable. Here's what I can make out. Won't last much longer. Enchanted sword in order. Door slammed shut. We stand up by surprise. A low rumbling fills the room. Shit. Oh, so this happens just about the same, huh? Oh, god dang. What now? There's no time to lose. Door! Bollocks. Why didn't you just use your magic hand? Nope. We just slam into the door like normal. Like what? Majil! You have the burning finger! Well, that was the same. What a waste of time. Alright, back to the backstory of the Casey Dragoons again. Gil's useless. He has the burning finger! He can melt the trap! What the hell? Well, alright, let's go back towards the terrace then. Alright, let's see. Let's take the stairs then. Maybe there's... Oh! What happened? Just as we reach the bottom of the stairs, a wall of light suddenly flashes out from in front of us. Oh, my ears! Let me just knock down the volume just a little bit. Managed to stop myself before colliding with the blistering hot thing. Look a bit closer at it once I've caught my bearings. Oh god. Strange markings are scattered around the floor within it. Around the markings, a small ditch runs in a perfect circle where the columns of light radiate up from. Yes. A small trail seems to be coming up from as well. What is it? My ears are saved. Yes, can you break through with your magic? I asked Majil. After pausing for a minute, Majil boldly responds, I apologize, but I have nothing to counteract the force the other this tight. Frozen flame. It's here, I know it, Kid says, clenching her fists. In any case, there's little we can do. We should return once we know more, Majil says. We said the staircase. Alright, so we literally can't go down the staircase. Alright. Let's head to the storeroom, I guess. There's no point in going back to the study, and the only other place we haven't explored yet are... Abrupt stop. Oh, darkness. From up ahead, I start to hear a clattering noise. Oh, I think it's a Skelly. Coming closer and closer. Why did we went back down and do that again? No! Goblins! Can we run? Aw, quit being such a fraidy cat. They already know we're here, mate. I worried Stabby and like a rusty nail. Come on, let's get him. But the hand instantly bubbling down the passageway. Let me get my knife ready. Okay, this is the same. Jump back. Alright, let's try to do this. No damage strat? No damage strat. Let's do this. You okay? Well, you okay, mate? Yeah, I'm not bad. Got bruises. Thumbs down to green. Damn it, Surge. When are you gonna bloody grow up and start fighting like a man? Kid's glare shoots into me like an icy lance. I swallow a dry gulp and continue down the corridor behind her. Wait a second, what's that? Bend over and pick up a small leather sack. Look inside, find a small bottle filled with clear liquid. Well, go on, mate. You found it, you drink it. I gulp the potion. Oh, wow. I feel great. Making my wounds heal as fast as lightning. Want some, kid? Oh, sorry. It's all gone. Oh, so you can randomly just get potions, huh? Bruh. Could've used that in the last playthrough. Shit. Alright. Behind this door should be more insanity. Come on, give me insanity. What's with all this junk? Must be a storeroom or something. The inner mechanics of a clock tower. It's look old and rusted. Sitting randomly connecting my front teeth. And it's a storage area. It's too dark to see what it is peering in some of the cover items, but then all of a sudden, what's that? What's going on? Didn't do anything. Tension rises as a low rumbling sound starts to echo out through the room. The light in the room is also dimmed rather suddenly. Kid looks around the room with newfound interest. I feel it too. Where's it coming from? I follow my ears to a far wall. Seems to be coming from that direction. Kid approaches the dark, dusty rear half of the room with slow, cautious steps, attracted by the suspiciousness. The wall is covered with a large cloth. Whatever is making the noise seems to be coming from here. Okay, Cheddar. Hesitantly grabbed my knife and she gave the cloth a tug. Whoa. A vast collection of twinkling lights are lined up in an orderly fashion across the entire wall. Never seen anything like that before. There's hardly any light in the room, nor does the moon's light shine on us here, but these lights twinkle and sparkle on their own, as if to contain a spark of fire within each of them. The hum we heard earlier was like a firefly buzzing around. Seems like to be coming everywhere from this wall. Speaking of fireflies, that's how it all looks as well. Endless amounts of greens, reds, and blues twinkle and sparkle on an assortment of panels before us. Metal components of some kind seem to be integrated into the ceiling and the floor. What could this all be used for? Blinks. What has he been up to all this time? Strange paintings and now strange fucking walls, hidden completely from sight? Atmosphere in here, suddenly realized, feels strangely similar to when we were standing in front of the painting. Maybe it's Majil, his radiance has returned to a bright blue glow. He's on fire again! God damn it! Looking over at him, he looks as though he never left the room. He stands there, examining the wall with his lips pursed and a bead of sweat flowing down his cheek. Oh no, he's sweating. This can't be good. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey mate, come check this out. Turn my head over towards the far corner where Kid was investigating. Seems she's uncovered something more. Looks like some sort of huge box. It would probably be taller than Majil if it weren't tipped on its side. It had a set of doors which open freely from its front face, which contains strange, colorful mechanics inside. Isn't this about the usual size of box that a fridge comes in? Kid asks. Kid, let's think for a minute, Majil says. How could this be a refrigerator box if refrigerators haven't even been invented yet? Ah, you got to think, kid. Think. Good call, Majil. Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, it looks awful like a non-electric refrigerator box thing. Majil and I glance at each other. Majil blinks. Oh hell, what does it matter what I call it? It's got nothing to do with the frozen flame, she yells, kicking the box. Suddenly, the box starts to rumble. Lights begin to shine and shimmer all around it, letting out strange noises. Oh no. It lets out a wild shrill as two slabs open up on both sides of the box. There, large legs sprout out. This thing, whatever it is, towers above us as it rises to its feet. I don't want to go. You don't gotta go home now. You're here for the trip. Two more flaps open up, where two strong, sturdy arms begin to grow outwards, like as the legs did. Finally, a round dome rises from the top, complete with two wide eyes, a gaping mouth, and a rotating arc-shaped antenna. Fighting for my life, I readied my weapon against the huge monstrosity before me. Aha! Kid, on the other hand, can't seem to stop laughing. Yeah, it does look kinda clunky. Maybe even a bit funny looking, but still. Uh-oh. I think we rubbed it the wrong way. It looks right down at us with a frustrating smirk on its face. In the center of its torso, two original flaps slowly open, revealing a complex network of psychedelic colored gears, chains, and a pair of huge Gatling guns. We dive for cover behind some covered items just as it opens fire. Ah, my eyes! Ah! Reload. Sweet Jesus. Flashing light warning. Game. No! I'm just gonna... It can't seem to help continuing to laugh and taunt the thing as we scurry from place to place. However, suddenly, a clear voice echoes over this chaos. Kid! Surge! Hide quickly! I will deactivate it. How did this get through? I don't know. God, does it look like I know anymore? I don't. I'm just praying that no one goes front. I'm gonna have to freaking put a strobe light warning on this freaking whole video. Thanks for this section. While hearing Majil behind it, this thing starts to whip around. Great Diva of Mars, I come for you. In a flash, Majil has leapt into the air, dashing with full force towards the fridge, or non-fridge thing. He shoots downward, landing a direct click on the back of its head. A teeter tremble as Majil lands safely away from it. Then, miraculously, it falls lifelessly to the floor before us, as pieces of its beaten body fall fly in all directions. Its battery box, 2AA, sold separately, tumbles away, stopping inches from my feet. Ooh, batteries. Majil stands there, a glowing champion, burning with a blue radiance like never before. Are you two alright? He asks with us. My belly hurts, but yeah. Kid answers, still unable to stop laughing, and silently nod to Majil. Looking over the junk remains, Kid seems to have found something of interest. He reaches out and takes some sort of white object, quickly stashing it down her bosom. Hey kid, what's that? Nothing. Mind your own business, Surge. I search elsewhere. There are many clues left to be discovered, Majil says with a cocked eyebrow before heading to the door. Ah, my eyes! I'm so sorry! Okay. Thinking back on this, Majill's been getting stranger and stranger lately. What do you call that thing? A great diva of Mars? How could he even know where his weak spot was? I thought I just... What kind of background does a guy need to have to know stuff like that? We knew he was strange, but I'm finding out how strange he really is. In any case, I'm glad to have him on our side. That thing would have made mincemeat out of us if he hadn't been here. The gallant, luminescent figure of Magil out of the room. He's becoming more and more Super Saiyan. Oh no. Is there any video settings I can do that? Nope. Alright, let's head towards the terrace again. I don't even know which side of the room I am in anymore after that. Okay. Okay, apparently now I head down the stairs? Oh no. Prepare thine eyeballs for the freaking barrier again. And prepare thy ears for the freaking... Oh god. I did not remember this being such an assault on the senses. Alright, let's take the stairs again. This is literal insanity. Ow! Just as we reached Bouncer, a wall of light flashed before us. Nearly ran into it. Barely managed to stop myself before colliding with the blistering hot thing. Strange marks are scattered in the floor about it. Small ditch runs in a perfect circle where the columns of light radiate up. A weird hoarse trill seems to be coming from as well. Can you break through with your magic? I asked Jill. Not saying a word, he shifts his glance over to Kid. What are you looking at me for? Kid asks disapprovingly. McGill points to her chest. Oh, my bunny? Kid reluctantly reaches into her bosom. She takes out a plush bunny hand puppet thing. It's my toy. I found it fair and square. So that's what she found in the wreckage. A toy bunny. But what good would that be here? Kid, there's actually a Martian Forest League concealed less armament bunny, and it's more than just a toy. Kid clocks him a Jill, and so do I. I'm expecting him to yell, "Gotcha!" anytime now. We just stand there, aloof at her. He puts a white, fluffy, blue-eyed bunny puppet onto his hand with uttermost care. So, this Martian Forest League Lesser Armament Bunny. Martian Concealed Forest League Lesser Armament Bunny, which you'll correct, as someone as a philosophy teacher. Right, this Martian Concealed Forest Bunny, Lesser Armament Bunny. What is it? Please, kid. Such technology is hopelessly beyond human comprehension. Well, what does it do then? Watch. Wait, what? What? No, that's okay. Majil? She turns around, facing the columns of light. Entirely unfazed by my presence, he starts to dance around, waving the bunny in the air as though he recites some kind of weird incantation. Heat cup, provolone, sucker mom. I think I might puke. I think he's wasted or something. And then, after a few moments, I don't know what the fuck to talk. The glimmering light begins to subside. Well, whatever. Stopped trying to figure out this whole mess a long time ago. Surge. But Jill turns to me, staring into my eyes with relentless honesty. Holds the bunny, the Martian Elite Forest League Less Armament bunny, mind you, out in front of him, saying, I entrust this to you. Please, if anything should happen to me, use it as I have. Oh, my Jill, I humbly accept this most sacred gift. I shall use it sparingly and appropriately, I say with a deep bow. Hey, when in Rome. This enchanted seal can never be completely removed. It will require one to extinguish it from time to time. By doing what I have done, this instrument can be used to temporarily nullify the effects of the seal. Rome doesn't exist. Please, remember how to use it, for someday you too may find yourself in need of its assistance. Safe to cross now? Yes. You must hurry, though. Walking across it, I feel a little bit of a shock run through my feet as I take my first few steps, but nothing serious happens. As we're across, we come to a solid oak door after a bit of walking. Opens it slowly. Having come this far, I take a deep breath. Almost pitch black inside this room. All I can tell is that it's very large and very cold. Make out something in the far corner. A large metallic structure of some kind. A booming voice echoes down from high above. Finally, you have made it. I was wondering if you pitiful apes will ever show up. And there, amidst the shadowy interior of the spacious room, Lord Lynx awakes. Before him, shimmering off in the dank walls and the ceiling of this underground cavern, a scarlet jewel radiates a deep red light. A frozen flame. Lynx! I have you now, Kid shouts, feral. I beg to differ, young lady. Lynx taunts, leaping down from the rocks, dashing towards her with amazing speed. Kid takes on a battle stance as she readies herself for him. However, he quickly dodges her attack, picking her up and tossing her through the air like a rag doll. What? We're already at hand. We're here. Kid. She's been thrown backwards onto a wall behind us as Lynx returns near where he stood, unfazed. I run over and scoop Kid into my arms. How sweet. The apes care for each other. However, I would be more worried about yourself, young man, Lynx shouts, laughing at the top of his lungs. The beast. There has to be something I can do. But he's so fast. Never seen anybody move like that. As Lynx continues to laugh, I desperately try to ignore him and fight off this feeling of hopelessness. What will Majil do at a time like this? Wait, where is Majil? I haven't seen him since we came in. Wait, what's that? Is that a guitar? Just a second ago, a strange sound echoed through the huge cavern. It couldn't have been Lynx. He seemed to be caught off guard by the sound as much as I was. Suddenly, a figure comes forth from the dark corner of the room, carrying a portable amp at his side and a shiny guitar across his chest. The electrified sounds continue to roar throughout the cavern again and again as the figure continues to come towards us. It's Majil. Wait, Majil? From what I can tell, it looks like him. Sort of. Although having somehow changed into skin-tight, riveted jeans, trendy goggles, and a cool-looking shirt exposing his divine torso, seems to be Majil in the flesh. Lights shine out from behind him, dazzlingly illuminating his glistening spiked hair and ponytail. Majil, what do you think you're doing? Kid asked, recovering from her daze. I'm so done with it. But Majil says nothing, continuing on with his enthusiastic solo. No! That noise! Stop that noise! Lynx shouts, holding his ears. What's that? You like a little stairway to heaven? Your wish is my command! Majil shouts with a huge smile before wailing at the guitar even louder. For long, it seems that Lynx is going mad, listening to the harsh dissonance. His heart starts to vibrate, before swelling up more and like a balloon. And then, all of a sudden, his head pops! At the same time, a countless number of cracks start to run up his body, snapping away parts of his body piece by piece until under his slender, green tentacles make their way through his body, writhing all around him. Whoa, what's going on? Serge, Kid says, rising to her feet. This is a bigger fight than I expected. I'm counting on you, you got that? I don't know, Kid. Can't throw myself into the thick of battle now. Oh, narrate the story, if something would happen to me. Suddenly, the remains of Lynx fly in all directions. And with that, Lynx has completed his metamorphosis. Yes! A gigantic, slimy, lime-green octopus stands before us, eagerly awaiting our doom. I have you now, Martian conjurer, Majil shouts. I have searched the galaxy for over 500 years for you, you wretched H-class space criminal. I've hidden my identity as a mere human, traveling with people in order to track you down to this very spot. But now such tricks are no longer necessary. Behold, for I am Universal Detective Mick Von Joby. Soon as Mick says this, light streaks out from all around him. As I see him again, he's changed again to some sort of polished metallic body armor. Now, I come for you. Majil turns towards the grotesque octopus and hurls himself in the air. Octopus takes a look of shock and disgust as Mick reveals himself. My ever-trendy antithesis, Mick Von Joby. So you have finally found me. It was because of you I was forced to flee Mars. Fleeing in haste, I accidentally crash-landed on this hellhole planet. My fusion reactor was rendered useless, leaving me stranded here. All because of you. I was forced to eat my own ship to survive, he says, continuing sobbing. The control panel. The steering wheel. I even had to borrow down the seat mat for food. And now, 500 years later, you come to arrest me just as I finish repairing my fusion core? He yells, nodding to the frozen flame. The frozen flame? Fusion reactor? With Majil's eyes, a silver flash of light shines out as a pale pulse runs down his glistening armor. The Martian Psycho Crystal Fusion Reactor. Too bad that after I'm done with you, the reactor won't be needing another 500 years of repairing. Not if I can help it, the Martian octopus shouts. Missing a beat, Lynx instantly starts to shoot his gray heavy pistol at us, showering the room with jagged beams of light. My eyes! I have no idea. Oh, dodging a floor of light rays, Link suddenly snatches the fallen flame and runs into a huge metallic saucer-shaped object in the corner. In a flash, the thing starts up, rising above us in a matter of seconds. The thing could easily weigh 10,000 tons, yet hovers us as easily as a bird. And asking why your Crow series is his favorite. How do you like my new and improved Galaxy Mothership? We hear Link's voice boom throughout the cavern. I apologize, but I do believe I will not be coming back with Mars with you, my dear Bon Jovi. The ship fires even more intense barrage of ammunition at us, causing the walls and ceiling around us to crumble and break apart. I have but one question. The cavern is collapsing. Why? Why not? I swear, I don't know why, but it's like, when I remember this ending, I was like, oh yeah, I'm surprised Nier didn't try one of these. Just a whole ending of sheer insanity. The cavern is collapsing all around us. Boulders of all sizes frantically rolling down on us. Oh no, Majil's been struck down by a huge boulder. He's endlessly trapped beneath it. Majil, no! We rush over to him and push the gigantic boulder off. The boulder seems to have crushed some of his armor, though. He's hurt bad. Feel like running yet, fools? Leif shouts at us from inside his cockpit. This reminds me of your hydration. Exactly. We gotta go get out of here. Can't leave Mick though. I shout at Kid. Look at all the armor he's got on. It'd be impossible to carry him out. Even with 3 people, it will still be tough. Don't worry about me, Majil mutters as his armor finger suddenly grasps my ankle. Surge. Majil gasps. The Martian Forest Leak Jr. The bunny, I interrupt. Yes, he says. The bunny. Use it. Ah, of course. The bunny! Taking the soft puppet out of my pocket, I look back at my Mick. Surge, use it. As I have shown you. It is a multi-use detonator. And please, look after Kid if death comes from me. Clench my fist as I raise my head, looking towards Lynx's dreadful ship. Lynx, behold, I shout, raising my hand into the air, pointing the bunny towards the ship. You, where did you get that? Lynx shrieked. No, he continues, you must not use it. Please, it will negate the stability of the fusion reactor. It will kill us all. I look down to Majil. Damn it, I mean Mick. I look down and towards Mick, who nods back at me confidently. Knowing Lynx's pleas, I close my eyes and mimic the enchantment Majil performed earlier with utmost care. Heat cup. Provolone. Fucker mom. Good, Surge. The detonation sequence has been initiated. It's a time delay, Mick says. We must escape before that ship detonates. I hate this. You love it. You love this. This is amazing. This is art. I hate this. Kid and I hoisted everybody up and started to drag him out of this spacious cavern. We're not far out when suddenly, a giant explosion rocks the entire area around us. From behind, we hear Link shriek, "My ship! My ship!" over and over again. The walls around us are beginning to tremble and shake more and more. Oh no, the entire mansion is collapsing. Run, Surge, Mick shouts as Kid and I desperately try to scamper away faster. Mick seems to have regained a bit of strength and adrenaline, helping us by limping a bit as we carry his incredibly heavy body through the dark, twisted corridors of Viper Manor. Come on, please, don't cave in just yet. Damn it, just a little longer, please. Yes, we're out. We get back in the mansion from a safe distance, and we watch it collapse under its own weight. It comes toppling down what looks like a sweltering black hole infused with a deep Martian redness. God, this whole section needs a strobe light warning, cause god damn my eyes. Damn, we're really gonna... I let out a deep breath as I stare up in the nighttime sky. Suddenly, however, a small group of what looks like flying saucers come down from where the mansion used to be, soaring up into the stratosphere. What the fuck is it now? Reporting Mick on both sides, we stare up at the ascending getaway ships. Don't take it too rough, Mick. At least we made it out alive. Tomorrow's another day. Indeed, he replies. They're pedal-powered escape pods. They won't get too far. Look as they looking up as they stare over our heads. I see that he's right. Within the translucent center of one of the pods, I see what looks like Lynx, crammed in with a goblin, who's being barked at Lynx to tettle twice as fast in order to keep the ship afloat. Huh. Yeah, I think you're right, I say. Human power can't be much of a replacement for a nice fusion reactor, especially when talking about interstellar travel. Look over the kid, but ironically enough, instead of pouting face I expected, seemed like a quality about her I didn't think she had before. Something more at ease about her, in a subtle sort of way. Tonight, we rest. Tomorrow, the search continues, says Mick triumphantly. And so, for this adventure, we have come to the end. Search for what? We search for Lynx and send him to space prison, or is it? Wow, they gave up holding the shift key, huh? What? I hate this game. It was beautiful, and you know it. Another time, after the spotlight has faded from kids, making the Martians their place. And another time, semi band of adventurers come forth, equal and suspecting of the other selves, and life went off and they strode off into the great unknown. But that's another story for another day, where I shall put down my pen. I did not expect such a strobe light. Like, the rest of the game is so mild. I did not expect the game to literally smack me in the eyes. Did you hear me? Your friend is here. Turn around, already knowing who it is. A young girl barges in. We found ruins of our own mansion in Kursune Forest. Yay. Let's go. That song reminds me of the Termina theme. Super Extreme Alpha Cosmos Police Case Extra Ultra. Why are they spaceships? Don't worry about it. So that was easily the most insane endings. The rest are more grounded. Some are more interesting variants, and there are some that I don't. But there is another insanity. Floaty dinosaurs. There's another crazy one. But I'll save that for another stream, I guess. Maybe I'll come back and get all the endings. Let's go for the slightly more serious one. So far, we managed to slip through the magical shield. Alien, kitty alien pushy things. The lesser armament bunny. The concealed lesser armament Martian bunny. Pushing back and forth. Back and forth. Sleep. Surge, huh? Snap out of it, lazy bones. Alright then, can't believe we're there already. Must have really been out of it. The hell are you daydreaming about, mate? Let's go. Just disappearing into the mansion. Hey, wait up, kid. Practically chasing after her. Oh, she's already deep inside. Darkness engulfs me. Skip a little bit. Which way do we go now? We found a freaking light. Let's see about that light. There's something here, I'm sure of it. It's a faint light, sort of a camera flash, but more subtle. What with the camera? Couldn't have been the moonlight. What, you're paralyzed? Come on, kid says, coming back towards me. There's something here, kid. Just as I started thinking it could have been my imagination, suddenly. Wearing a tattered priest robe, a figure of a young lady. Oh, this is another ending. Okay. Let's see, how long is this particular ending? Oh, there's one of the longer ones. Oh yeah, I'll save this for a longer stream then. Oof. Catch up with her right away. Alright, let's head back out towards the terrace. Go out to the terrace. Instantly welcomed by the cold nighttime breeze. That's odd. Let's take a look. Let's get out of here. Ah, here we are. When you talk about turning back around, go and check it out. You can go back to your seat, Kid says, before turning out to stop and look at something. She looked around, her eyes steadily on the wilderness before us. Her eyes gaze follows a tiny glittering light floating in the air momentarily before slipping off into the forest. The golden beetle! Suddenly, Kid jumps over the handrail, furiously running into the forest where the light had disappeared. And we're gonna forget about the frozen flame. Could it really be the legendary phantom golden beetle set to show itself once in 1,000 years? Legend goes, he who captures it will come to enjoy more wealth than one could possibly need in an entire lifetime. Wait up, kid! I call out, frantically chasing after her into the woods. Beside me, I hear Jill let out an aspirated sigh. He's follow after us. This is one of the happier endings. I remember having fun with this one. Oh. And it also has 3 variants, which is kind of funny. Relentlessly chasing the beetle, she plunges deeper and deeper into the forest. We follow after, desperately trying to keep her in sight. For all we know, it could be the golden beetle or a common insect. However, we're so deep in the forest now, can't see anything but an endless assortment of dark trees and jagged rocks, stretching out in every direction. I doubt Kid herself could even see the beetle at this point. How could she still be tracking it? When I start to ask myself this, I realize what she'd tell me. Intuition. Okay. Suddenly, Kid stops in the clearing. Did you find it? Kid, we really should be getting back. Did you find it? Nah, found something gold, but it ain't the golden beetle. Look over Kid's shoulder. There in a small spot of light stands a tall golden plant. My first impression is it's a sunflower, but those don't bloom at night, do they? What is this thing? She's as thick as ever. There's something special about this thing, can't you feel it? Close my eyes, trying to get one of those feelings she's always talking about. Take a deep breath. Concentrate. Concentrate. Close my eyes, trying to concentrate. So, do you feel anything? Well, I feel a little tired. I'm not that kind of feeling, you dummy, she says angrily, slapping me upside the head. I admit, I haven't had much experience being intuitive, especially while being beaten up. And I wonder what you could possibly be feeling out in the middle of nowhere. I walked around a huge plant, taking a look at it, but suddenly... What the... Oh god! It's an evil flower! A face suddenly emerges from the center of the flower. It's a ghastly sight, complete with drunken, drowsy eyes, purple eyelashes, thick, thick lips, and a long, bent nose. A cross-dressing sunflower. Now I've seen it all. What is this thing? Majil! Apparently unfazed by strange sight, Majil calmly starts to rack his brain. What was this sort of thing called? He says as he strokes his chin, going into some quiet trance. Sure, I hope he runs soon. Ask Majil for it, though. Got a head full of knowledge, wiser than most I ever met. However, it takes him a good bit of time to remember certain things. Until he remembers, he will remain completely useless. He led us into danger a couple times because of that. Bonsoir, mademoiselle. Wait, you can talk too? Madam what? Kid asked, smirking. Ah, ma chérie, I was just sneaking a peek at your petite breast. Hope you are not angry. Ho 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 ho. God damn it. What? Get your hands off of me. Ah, my sweet mademoiselle, how young and feisty you are. Sunflower answers back playfully. I swear to crime me, is this where she hardly got her accent? You prefer the freak of nature. Watch what you say around me, Kid says. She flashes her dagger, dangling down her side. Wee woo, wee woo. Wee woo! Kid's going off a sunflower. Now I've seen it all. Ah, my darling. Perhaps you and I converse somewhere a bit more private? Suddenly, Kid whipped out her dagger, flashing clean through the sunflower stalk. Nyah! Its blame screeches is goofy to hear as a 1,000 hands simultaneously scratching down a chalkboard. I feel faint. My knees gonna buckle if I hear any more of that deafening screech. But then suddenly, oh ho ho! You must not be so violent, my sweet-chested fee. That tickles! Another sunflower instantly sprouted and replaces the one that was cut down, perfectly identical to its predecessor. Bastard, Kid said, flashing a dagger through the air once again. Yeah! More and more of that horrible screech fills the air. But then, moments later, no, I am not yet married, but if you insist. Ah! Nya! Nya! You get the point. Kid continues hacking away, tearing away a new sunflower that pops up. However, every one she mows down, 2 or 3 instantly sprout out in its place. Always screeching. Can't take it any longer. Stop, Kid. Please. Try to stop her. Get Majilla to do something. Bruh. Stop, Kid. I shout, trying to intervene. However, she heatedly shoves me aside, becoming more and more infuriated as she hacks through the never-ending crop of sunflowers. Majill! It's kind of pathetic, but rationing with Kid is useless. All I can think is to ask Majill for help. Look over to Majill. What can we do? He just stands there with his finger on his chin, staring at the ground, as still as a statue, shaking him. Hey! Majill! It's useless. Beneath the mask of him sport a blank, foggy gaze, staring off into nothingness. I can't believe it. He must still trying to be remembering what this thing is called. We have to do something here. Can't just stand here and let this happen. Ah, ma chérie. Why must you take your tiny puny little sword at moi? We do not need such love games. With the feelings we have for each other, there is no use for love violence. Nazikuba. They pass out. Seems like Majill just decided to take a nap. Kid's face turning redder and redder, she buries herself further into the sunflower patch. Oh no, this ain't good. These vibes ain't good. Ah, I remember now, Majill says, finally stepping out of it. This is what's known as a Mandora monster. Please do not make a mistake of trying to cut it down. Majill pointed a humongous crop of sunflowers where the kid has now resorted to gripping one of the sunflower stalks and shaking it with both hands. One could get murdered by the ever-growing friend monster. However, the sunflower does nothing but laugh down at her. Well, suddenly, all around us, the ground starts to tremble and quake. Due to resistance, the ground gives way, creating some sort of quicksand between her feet. Leap back instantly, but I realize Kid's still in the thick of it, ignoring everything except the sunflowers. Kid, I yell, but it's too late. She's caught in an attacking wave of stalks. After a moment, she slips and falls onto the unstable ground, getting swallowed up into the newly formed pit beneath her. I try to go after her, but as I approach the patch, a great number of plants and vines shoot up around Kid, blocking me. Then suddenly, a mist of vines leaps up out of me, trying to wrap themselves around my arms and legs. Where I feel a strong set of arms take hold of me, jerking back almost immediately. Thanks, McGill. No time to lose. Run! But Kid, I know. Running up the nearby hill, I stop for a moment and look back. The whole mess is nothing but a billowing cloud of dust now. All I can make out a multitude of vines waving crazily in the air. I can neither see or hear Kid call out, Kid! Kid! Call out again and again to no avail. I want to rush in and help her, but there's too much confusion going on. We gotta know what the situation is. After a minute or two, the dust starts to settle. Hey, what's that? The large silhouette is appearing from the top of the dust cloud. It's big, bigger than what there was before. As the figure gradually explodes in moonlight, I start to see a more defined shape. Kid! This thing, whatever it is easily 7, 8 times my height. Body seems to resemble a gorilla's. Elvish Flowey? Yes. It's like Flowey before Flowey. What? Its exposed muscles are wrapped in ivy. Its digits remind me of pointed shellfish. Golden sunflower petals are lined up in the back of its neck. Yet up ahead, it's her. Kid's stark naked upper body has fused into the top of the monster. Other than the 2 small sunflowers that are covering her chest, she is wearing nothing at all. Undertale? Sarge, listen to me. The Mandora flower is fused with Kid. We must save her quickly, otherwise she'll be lost forever, consumed by her own hate. Sarge, quick walking and pay attention. What? She's going to die? I actually think of what to do. It's hard though, because I can't seem to take my eyes off those 2 sunflowers. Taking another look. Her expression on my face teeters back and forth as the monster snatches its footing. Those fire eyes of hers are now desperate and hollow. Her skin is a dark brassy green, like that of an Amazonian goddess. Calm down. There is a way. The monster has managed to entwine himself with Kid because of her strong sentiments of anger. Unless we separate Kid from her anger, we'll be unable to save her. How do we do that? With love. Love. Yes. It's the only way. I shall go and make preparations. In the meantime, protect Kid's body and show her love. Also, she must prevent her from using any magic. In her current state, the more spells she casts, the more she'll be lost to that beast. What? Kid can't use magic. She can now. Oh. How can this be happening? Third, show her your love, Majil says, leaving me with these words as he sinks in the nearby shadow. Wait! Majil! Majil! Well, alone and afraid to look at the giant atrocity as I shuddered in the chilly nighttime breeze. Love. Couldn't think of a more awkward place to think about love. Sound of the groin makes me cringe as it dances through my mind. As I lost in doubt, I hear a soft muttering from far above. I say that they're small. Oh no. They're not small, I tell ya. Others are big. Too big. Oh no. Stop making fun of me. Oh no. Stop making fun of me. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. Well, Kid cries out madly, her eyes filled with flames of rage. Suddenly, her shift gaze towards me. The monster suddenly lashes out with a giant stone hammer from behind, arcing towards me. I ain't parrying that shit! I jump back as the giant hammer comes crashing down, kicking up heaps of dirt and sand with a ground-shaking thud. Kid, it's me, Surge! I call out to her, waving my arms wildly. Only reaction I get is increasing anger. Then I start to hear a low voice call from a nearby hill. What's going on over there? Oh no, goblins! Look, it's the Manjora. What's got it all acting up? Noticing the goblins, the monster begins to moan. Kid's cheek puffed up, and then suddenly... Oh no. Kid sends a giant fireball streaking from her mouth down the goblins. It reduces them to ashes. Damn it. Magic, I say to myself as Majil's warning flashes through my head. Finish with the goblins, the monster suddenly remembers me. Turn around and returns my gaze that way. Shout, I love you. I can't help but feel embarrassed to tell you I love to a hulking monster ready to kill me. I nervously shout, I love you, into the night sky, hoping she'll hear me. The monster starts to draw closer and closer to me. Did I do it? Is she coming back to reality? Nope, doesn't look like it. Help! I don't know why, but I got a flash of Konosuba for a second. Running high, plunging into the deep, dark labyrinth in the wilderness. However, behind me I could hear the thunderous sounds of trees being crushed and boulders being broken. I continue to run as the giant monster chases after me. I've been running for at least 5 straight minutes now, dodging trees and jumping logs. I'm starting to lose my breath. I begin to think I can't run anymore. The end of the forest comes into view. However, as I come to the clearing, lined up behind me is a troop of fearless-looking goblins. They have a huge cannon with them, easily 20 feet tall. Don't try to think about how easy I'd be obliterated if I accidentally stayed in his path, or was forced to stand in his path for that matter. There, lock on target, shouts the goblin. Oh great. I tell him what's happening, run away. I collapse to the goblin's feet, out of breath. The goblin leader, decked in a full suit of iron armor, sporting Link's insignia, comes towards me. Glares at me with piercing, intimidating eyes, as though it's ready to whip out its mace if I so much as breathe the wrong way. Help! I really don't know about this, turning to goblins for help, but got no other choice. Please help save my friend. Goblin guard stares at me blankly. I continue gasping for air between sentences. We were chasing after Speedo. Sunflower suddenly appeared and captured my friend and started to chase me through the forest. Please, you have to help us. He's the most important thing in the world to me. The goblin's eyes relax. Is that right? Your friend was captured? I understand. We'll help you. Don't worry. Thank you. Boy, am I sure glad I didn't judge a book by its cover. However, just as I say this... And how much would this lovely beetle of Kid sell for? That voice, suddenly the goblin shouts out, What? Your friend is that crooked thief Kid? Oh. A wave of shock goes through me, just when things were starting to be okay for once. Try to see behind the goblin, searching for that familiar voice, the one that sounded like the sunflowers. or I can make out some kind of strange psychedelic light emanating from behind a troop. Light seems to be coming from a figure, whoever or whatever it is, as he makes his way through the crowd. I take a good look at him. His hairstyle reminds me of a tall, grim chimney, and the red and green pinstriped costume is that of a harlequin. And over the top, a long purple cape drags behind him as he approaches me. Are you a sunflower? I ask, confused. Sunflower? Who is a sunflower? He cries out. Can't help it. This person. No, this thing. His face looks exactly like the sunflowers. Caught off guard by the sight. Two goblin guards flanked me by surprise, wrestling me to the ground. Ah, monsieur. You are Mademoiselle Kid's friend, non? Do not believe we have met. Bonsoir. Je m'appelle Poulon. Throughout the world I am known as the Green Terror. Perhaps you have heard of moi, non? Screw you, pervert. Pervert? Moi? No, monsieur, you simply do not understand my elegant nature. No matter. Soon that terror will be planted in your heart. For Kid's death is soon at hand. As a gentleman, I shall grant you the privilege of seeing this happen before your eyes. Isn't there anything else you can do? Played from the bottom of my heart, begging to let her go. It is very beautiful that you felt this way about her, but alas, I am under employment and must deal with the intruders. I am sorry, I cannot grant your wish, Poulon says, with a gesture of consolation. Captain, there it is. The goblin shouts strike my heart like a death sentence. To the cannon, sir, guard says to Poulon. Stop, please, I holler, hopelessly trying to break free from the guard's restraint. However, they only tighten their grip on my arms, and tears begin to stream down my cheeks as the pain rolls in. Monsieur, I shall offer you this. Are there any final words you would like to say to this friend of yours? Au revoir, scoundrel kid. Adieu, petite Justin mademoiselle. Please, I'm begging you. Stop. Jeez. You really have true feelings as this feed, Poulon says softly, taking out a handkerchief to wipe his tears. I am most moved, he continues. Perhaps when I finish with her, I shall say for you, adieu, ma chérie. Wait for moi in hell, my sweet. With a very sweet smile on his face, Poulon skips towards the crystal. No, stop. As previous cries resound unanswered, echoing throughout the starry night sky. I can see some of the goblins have felt my side of the story, but Poulon remains unfazed. Well then, let us begin, he said, shouts, grasping the crystal ball with both hands. A fireball! Adieu, ma chérie. Wait for moi in hell, my sweet. The barrel of the magic cannon flashes a tremendous fireball let loose. It shoots directly towards the monster, crashing in its torso with impact of a 2-ton battering ram. Explosive flames engulf the area, blowing him back with a gust of hot air. Kid! Oui! Finally, we are rid of that horrible little mademoiselle. In the past, such terrible experiences have stemmed from her, none? But now we shall have worry about her no more. Ho 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 ho. Kid? I fall to the ground, devastated, but even more so is the dreadful feeling of regret I'm filled with. However, suddenly, the guards simultaneously call out in surprise, Captain, look! Giant figure of some kind is emerging from the blazing explosion. Kid lives. And the kid is pissed. As the smoke subsides, there stands the monster, completely unharmed. As I thought that Papa Freak is no match for Kid, I breathe a sigh of relief, but realize I'm no farther from doom than before. What? She lives? How can this be? Poulon screams incredulously, running towards me. The relaxed smile from earlier has now been replaced with nervous sweat. What kind of twisted magic is this? He frustratingly asks me. There's no way I'll ever tell you. It's impossible, parvou. I answer sarcastically, trying to imitate that pompous accent of his, complete with landing a few drops of saliva in his putrid face. Poulon turns bright wet. What? Spit it out, you little swine! He demands, fiercely shaking me by the shirt. But then, all of a sudden, they're all gonna explode, huh? Like a howling wolf, Kid's voice echoes throughout the glassy plain. Chill runs down my spine. Could it really be her trying to break free from the monster? As I stare up at her, silence and fear take hold. She's waving her hands around in the air, saying something in a slow, deep voice. Oh no. The dead who lurk in the dark. Quietly and solemnly, voice begin to echo out. That's her voice, alright, but it doesn't sound like her at all. The monster still got a hold of her. Must be using her to summon another spell. As she continues to chant, a blue aura starts to form around her, shimmering with deadly beauty. How can she do that? Poland shrieks, now turning blue with fright. No one can stand up against my Kenan. Adieu, he shouts before quickly fleeing. Goblin Chief soon follows after. All troops fall back. Retreat to the manor on the double. Following the Goblin Chief's orders, the soldiers abandon the cannon and flee to the Viper Manor. Left alone with this gigantic monstrosity, listening to it starting to summon who knows what. What am I supposed to do now? Help! My head cries, running in the night sky as I gulp down desperate gasps for air. Only response I hear is kids. Hatred and jealousy in my hands. Gather into 1,000 dark prayers. As I think I'm about to lose it, a voice echoes out from behind me. There you are. Alarmed, I whip down around instantly. Majil! Relieved, I try to catch my breath. He's changed. A sort of glittering silver robe traced down his shoulders. A bright ring shines across his remaining back. You made me wait here all this time so you could change to that thing? From behind his behind his mask, Majil remains composed as ever, ignoring my question. Shifts his gaze over towards the beast. This is a volatile situation, Surge. Clenching my fist, I've tried to forget all about this and keep in mind that kid's the one who's important here. Gotta do what you told me to do, but yes. However, for now, we should leave this area. It's not safe here. Scooping me under his arm, Majil briefly recites a spell, soaring high into the air. Far and far above, I look down on the ominous landscape, hearing Kid continue to recite her strange incantation. The fallen angel, Archmist. Answer my prayer and grant me thy power. I can barely make it out from all the way up here, but from what I can tell, a faint pale light is starting to drift around the monster, causing the ball of light in the kid's hands to grow stronger and stronger. Wish I could do something, but I don't know what to do. Death to all living things. Destruction to all creation. Devour all light. Phantom. Break. And there goes Viper Manor, I assume. Sound of 1,000 tortured voices of madness crying out in unison. Kids searching ball of light begins stronger, larger and larger, eating away everything around her. Ah, she's using Dark Hole. The pale shimmering light quickly, slowly switches outwards, swallowing up everything in its path. White melting, Viper Manor like fire on ice. It indiscriminately evaporates the huge mansion, along with everything else in its wake. Well, there goes Riddle, Lynx, and everything else, huh? Jeez, Push out more and more, the gigantic void eats away at everything before disappearing at the ground. Unbelievable. Majil hasn't been here just now. Oh man, just thinking about it gives me chills. Giant fissure has created where the Viper Manor once stood, continuing down the ground farther than I can see. And there, on the brink of this newly found ravine, stands Kid. Seems to be holding out, Majil says. She's wrestling the monster for control, but she's almost at her limit. I can barely hold back the impatience in my heart, looking down upon all this. What's going to happen to her? Don't let her die. Quiet child. Joe's unexpected outburst snaps me out of my nervousness. Calm down, Surge. He's right. Need to keep my cool. Don't think you need to go about it like that, though. Allow me to cast a levitation spell on you, he says, before muttering some arcane words. Shortly after, he gently releases me. Whoa, I'm floating. I fly, simply think about the direction you wish to travel. Nodding, carefully try it out. He's right. This is amazing. I dart here and there, flying circles around him with ease. Now please let me see your knife. Take out and hand it to him. Joe takes a white jewel from inside his robe, again mutters some strange sounding sounds. Suddenly the jewel attaches itself to the hilt of my knife, as though it were magnetized. He hands the knife back to me, saying, I mentioned this before, let me emphasize again. Kid is bound to the monster's body because of her anger. As long as that bond exists, we'll be unable to save her. Break it? I told you to show her your love. I don't understand how to do that, I yell, pressing him for an answer. A kiss. I have to kiss that thing? Yes, it's the most effective way. But its arms are as wide as my waist. Why couldn't you tell me this before? I say, hitting him upside the head with a fit of rage. That accidentally knocked Majil's golden mask off, sending it falling down the night sky into the ground. Did I just do that? It's the first time I've ever seen his true face. Even for a guy like me, I'm taken aback by his looks. His hair sways in the moonlight as his piercing blue eyes survey the environment below. His beauty is different from a woman's. There's something of fierce, intrepid quality about him. He's truly a beautiful person. Joe's hand suddenly crossed across his face, eagerly returning the blow. Serge, listen to me. I'm okay now, I swear. Wasn't clocking. Can't use one more spell and we'll not be able to save her. Be sure to kiss her before that happens. However, if you're unable to do this before she finishes her magical power, you must thrust the knife into her heart. The jewel embedded in your knife holds the power to steal souls. Doing so will be dangerous, but it will be our last resort. Listening to Majil's words, the possibilities run through my head. Two choices. Either I could fly, it's gonna be incredibly hard to get close to that thing to kiss her, but the alternative is to stab her. And there are 3 ending paths to this particular route. Then when I think about that, gonna start preparations for the exorcism. I will not be able to come to your aid during this time. Oh man, he's gotta go away again? Could this get any more hopeless? Take a deep breath. I try to convince myself I should be facing Kid on my own anyways. I can't do it. Got it. Do my best. Yes, Serge. Your determination at the very core of this matter, he says, his deep blue eyes fixed solidly on me. Strange, behind that solemnly impenetrable gaze of his, I swear I see a hint of compassion somewhere within him. So the 3 arcs are either you kiss Kid, you stab Kid, or you somehow get yourself stabbed. So 2 endings where you either save her and everybody's happy, you stab her and now we had to find a new body for her, or Serge gets stabbed and they had to find a new body for him. Yes. Well then, let's go. For the purposes of this tree, I'll only get one ending. Protect the girl you love with all your might and with all your heart. As Majil's words resound in my head, uproar of might rushes into my spirit. I'm going to save her, even if it kills me. The will to save the one and only Kid pulses through my body. I flash Majil a huge smile and begin my descent. For Kid. I think I like this ending the best, only because it gave a definite ending for Serge and Kid's relationship, which, you know, you really feel a lot more of in this game. Flying through the air, I spot Kid at the edge of the chasm. She's aware of me as well, as the monster raises to its feet. She stares at me with an infuriated look on her face. She's changed. Countless red veins have streaked across her body, pulsating with anger. The monster's right hand arcs in a flash, trying desperately to grab at me. I dodge at the very last second. I slip behind his arm, coming when dangerously close to his range. Try to cover her mouth up. Time is right. Reach my hand up and carefully cover her mouth, trying to prevent her from completing the spell. Okay. Let's just go for it. Moving towards my, I try to give her a kiss. However, she has other plans. That's her right hand upward, clocking my jaw. Okay. Monster's left hand whips out at me. Dodge! Can't back away when I'm further. Gotta confront her. Try again, I guess. Knocked backward. I try to recover the headbutt she just landed. Something seems to be snatched from my side. Oh no, where's my knife? Oh no, she's trying to stab me with it. Dodge! Nothing but air, but I quickly dart. Moving around her, that monster. She starts swatting. This is my last chance. If I don't act now, it'll be the end for sure. Move in! For her head on, placing my left arm on her shoulder while supporting her chin with my right. In a deep breath, I move in towards her lips. Please, God, save her. Kid, come back, please. Can't do without you, Kid. I silently prayed to myself. I wonder, which ending did I get? Did I actually get the happy ending, or did I get the ending where Serge gets stabbed? Well done, Serge. Hold her tightly to you and leave the rest to me. Hearing that voice, I slowly open my eyes. All I see behind me is Kid's face, hollow and listless. I'm so scared. Hug her tighter than I've ever hugged her before, quietly sobbing as I kiss her again and again. Oh no. Yeah, I see Majil floating up among a sea of clouds, hanging there in midair with arms folded. His dazzling figure glitters like gold. Suddenly, the clouds beneath him open up as he darts downward, aiming directly for us. Moon, come forth, its goddess speaks. I am summoned by the will to vanquish evil. Goddess of the moon, lend me your power. Scourge of the insolent evil from this world. Oh, scourge the insolent evil from this world. Majil, silver caped magician of justice. Now. Gold ring printed on Majil's cape and shines brighter and brighter as he swooped down onto us. Yeah. What am I looking at? Luma chant, range, force, kick! What? Centered on Kid, a collision creates a huge explosion, centering around the monster's entire body. My first instinct is to back away, but I remain by her, hugging her body tighter than ever. Somehow the explosive flames don't seem to harm me. Soon after, the flames begin to subside. I slowly open my eyes to see the spell on Kid has been broken. She's been separated from the monster. Hold her body tightly to me as I fly away for far out of reach of the incapacitated monster. Looking back, the monster begins to pulsate with a white light, causing the battered monster's body to shake in tremble. Shimmering sparks dance around his body, circling to be faster and faster until the entire scene is a glistening ball of light. This almost seems like the basis for the Lavos monster, huh? Or Time Devourer, rather. Hovering farther and farther away from the calamity, I look back to see the monster implode at a single point of light, having no other trace of the disaster that took place before. The small point of light briefly zips around like a firefly, disappearing to the night sky in a flash. Looking down, I can't help but grin as I see this familiar Kid's face. The green of her skin is rapidly fading, returning her to the normal color it once was. Kid, it's gonna be okay. No need to worry. Once her spirit settles, she will awaken. Here, put this on her. Won't be too good if she were to wake up like that, Majil says, holding out his silver cape. Yeah, she wakes up like this, it'll be slapping bruises for everyone. Take the cape and quickly wrap it around her limp body. He's coming too. My heart races. I look at her face, seeing her eyelids start to tremble. Good morning, Kid. I say, still a bit nervous. Serge? Majil? She goggly moves her eyes around left and right. Then, after that brief subdued moment... You too. Damn it. You saw me naked, didn't ya? Oh, no. Shocked I look up at Majil, but he's gone. How can you leave me alone at a time like this? Why can't I be the one with the power of the shadows? It stares at me with her fiery eyes of hers. Hey, you kissed me too. How could she remember any of that? Damn it, Majil! Yes, I kissed you. What? You must have been dreaming or something. Yes, I did it, I answered truthfully. Before I can finish? Yeah, just like I thought. Trying to sneak a quick peck in when I'm knocked out. She rises to her feet, slapping me again and again. And the nerve been kissed before. The nerve! You bastard, you bastard, you bastard. And so, that's how Serge started. She stops to look at me. Over. Hell no, this ain't over. She lands a solid punch straight in my jaw. Her Serge shouting continues to tear through my eardrums. With the commotion, the silver cape she was wearing instantly slips off. Momentarily thrown off guard, she quickly bends over to cover herself back up. Wait, what's that on the ground? Kid seems to notice as well, completely forgetting about me. She bends down, picking it up. Some sort of large black and white striped object. Holding up and trying to see what it is from a safe distance. It looks like some sort of seed. Yeah, the sunflower seed, but so big. Bigger than a fist. The Sony seems to add more fuel to her fire. Ah! She stomps on it, and stomps, and stomps, and stomps, and stomps, and stomps, and stomps. Then she picks it up, hurls it up. Onward towards all her might. Goyo, 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 goyo. Kid, Majil says suddenly behind her. Kid, no, he roars. But it's useless. He's locking another one of her tantrums. Goyo, 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 no, fireball! Wait, she knows magic? That's regarding him quickly sends a huge fireball streaking up towards the seed. That sunflower seed is worth 100 trillion gold! Majil shouts just as the seed explodes. Kid suddenly looks over to Majil, but it's too late. Bruh. Look at her face for one I don't think I've ever seen before. Just realized what she does, her anger fades in a tremendous feeling of regret. She slumps over, staring silently into her hands. Can't believe a single seed could fetch such a price. Pretty big feat, though. Calm, kid, Majil says. So as you see now, you have the power to use magic in you all along. Sunflower merely brought it out of you. However, as you can see, magic is a very temperamental thing. In time, you may learn to control it. Hey, come on, kid. Then come away from this empty-handed, you learn how to use magic. That's nothing to be down about, I add, trying to make the best of things. Plus, you did manage to murder Lynx and Riddle and everybody in that mansion. Jill softly puts a hand on her shoulder. However, she quickly turns away with us without saying a word, her eyes overflowing with tears. Looks like it might be a while before things get back to normal. So the curtain closes on another tale. However, another time, after the spotlight faded from Kid, Majil, and Pollen. Another place, another time, a similar band of adventurers come forth, unsuspecting of their underselves, and life went on. That's another story for another time. Didn't you hear me? Your friend is here. Turn around, already knowing who it is. My door opens quite energetically, but I see a strangely nostalgic young girl called Surge. Found some ruins of an old mansion up in northern Kotsuni Forest today. Come on, let's go exploring. And that's the third ending, and I guess that'll make the 3 endings from here. I'll see what my mood is. I might loop back and just go for the other. Try to get all the endings and just finish this game completely. But yeah. There's only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 endings left, so I might loop back and catch them all next stream. So for now, thank you so much for watching. Now, thanks for hanging out as always, and to anybody else watching the series, thank you so very much. I'll have this posted up on my YouTube channel with a strobe light warning. And yeah, I'll be calling it a stream. Have a good night, everyone.